Imagine a world where you have so much feelings, so much thoughts that are trapped inside your body. So many things you want to express, but you don't have the language to express them. Those feelings, those thoughts, those emotions are locked inside of you, and you don't know how to express that. You don't know how to make those people around you understand what you are going through. Just imagine that, how frustrating it is. That is the case for a lot of individuals who have communication challenges. That is the case for a lot of individuals who are on the autism spectrum. That is the case for a lot of individuals who are non-verbal. They have so much to talk. There is so much to express. They have so much to share with us. But that so much is just locked in there. They cannot say it to us. And that can be really frustrating for them. That's why in this video, I want to share some of the visual tools that I've used over the years to support my child who have got communication challenges. For those who have just joined us today, my name is Nerissa. I'm a mom to 3 children. One of them is on the autism spectrum, and he has communication challenges. He is verbal, very fluent, but he has communication challenges. In the previous video, I explained how autistic individuals can have communication challenges, and I also defined what communication is, because sometimes we make the mistake of saying as long as somebody has got speech, it means they can talk, when we can hear and we can understand them, and we can also talk back to them and they can understand us. But communication is a different aspect from speech. A person can be speaking but still have communication challenges, because communication is sending information, and that information gets received, understood, and feedback is given. So it's a cycle. The communication cycle is sending information, and that information, where you have sent it, it gets received. That is the second step in the cycle of communication. That information gets received. And the third step is that information gets understood. It gets interpreted and understood. Then the fourth stage of communication is that information is responded to. A feedback is given. So if I say, good morning, Chris, how are you? I've sent the information to my son. He is going to hear that. He is going to process it, and he has received it. Now, if he doesn't have communication challenges, he will know that I've heard what my mom has said. Now I need to respond back, and I need to respond telling my mom how I am. With my son, that's where we get the challenges. It's not always the case that he will understand what we have communicated, not because he doesn't have the vocabulary. He has so much vocabulary in him, but because of the communication challenge, he just doesn't know which vocabulary, which words to use to express exactly how he's feeling. Yesterday on his birthday, one of my friends called and we were talking, and he remembered that that friend had not wished him a happy birthday. And he asked me, Mommy, can I talk to her? I want to just talk to her a bit. And she could hear that from the other end of the call. And she laughed, because that was also showing some rich vocabulary. Just to say, can I talk to her a bit? Like that negotiating skill. And she was impressed. I gave him the phone, and then she said, you did not wish me a happy birthday. Brilliant again. It was actually true. She was talking to me about other things, and she had forgotten to wish him a happy birthday. Then she sang for him, and then they prayed for each other. But before she prayed, she even asked, can I pray for you? And you know what he said? He said, no. He said, no, exactly the way I'm doing. No, was the word, but the gestures were saying yes, because he was saying no, nodding his head. And because I was observing the facial and the bodily gestures, I had to tell my friend on the other end of the call to say, no, it's not like he's not giving you consent to pray for him. He's actually nodding his head, but at the same time, he's using the opposite of what he wants. So that is just another example of communication challenges that autistic individuals have. Autistic verbal individuals, they can have those communication challenges. So today I want to share some of the things that I've found to be helpful in making sure that my son is more and more able to express himself. Because the more he's able to express his feelings, the more he's able to express his thoughts, his point of view, his preferences, the more he expresses those, the more we are able to do exactly what he wants us to do for him. The more we are able to give him his preferred options, because we understand what he wants, and he also has a way of communicating with us. So today I want to go through some of the communication aids that we have used over the years. I've got quite a lot of things, and I'm just going to go through all of them one by one, so that maybe somebody can really be helped. I will start with these ones, but these ones I'm not going to show you the other side because it's faces of people, and because of that I'm not going to do that. But you can see it's quite a lot. All these that you're seeing here is faces of people laminated with this tape here. I will show you where we stick these faces. These are professionals that work with my son, and so yeah, there are quite a lot. There are more than 10. So it just depends on who is working with him during that week. So we have got this chart here, and these are pegs, the magnet pegs that we stick on the fridge. So now this one, I think I will bring my phone closer to me, and so that you can be able to read. But what we'll do with these cards that I've shown you here, we'll stick. Obviously, it will be facing the other side, but because I'm posting this on a public domain, I don't want to post my child's professionals on public platforms, right? So this is what we'll do. We'll stick them here. And this sentence say, who is working with me on my next visit? So he will know this, we stick it on the fridge, and he will know that Nancy is going to work with me, and there's always 2 or 3 people working with my child at any given time. He's a double-handed client. So when they are coming to visit him, they will come either 2 or 3 people. So we'll put those 2 or 3 faces, and the rest of the other faces will be behind. So when that visit is finished, these 2 or 3 people that have visited him on that particular day, let's say yesterday he had 2 people coming. By the time they finish the visit and they bring him home to do a handover, he will even ask them, who is working with me the next time you guys are coming? And they will tell him, oh, it's Peter, it's Carlos, it's Tsitsi. Then we go back here and take the face of those professionals that are coming again to work with him the following visit, and we stick in the front. So this helps my son with predictability. It gives him that reassurance that I know exactly what is going to happen next. I'm not going to be frustrated. And it helps with increased independence of knowing that, oh, I'm going to be working with Tsitsi, I'm going to be working with Carlos. Okay, so this is what I can expect. This is what I can expect, because if it's this one coming, I know we're going to have fun with basketball. I'm going to do this. So he knows already with his professionals, this one is going to take me trampolining. This one is going to take me swimming. This one is going to take me basketball, all that. So it helps him also, and it improves relationships with those people. It helps him to improve his relationships with those people. And it enhances his learning capabilities in those areas. It helps him to look forward. If it's swimming, he's looking forward to swimming, because already he knows the person who is coming is going to take me for swimming. So that is one of them. And then the other one that I want to talk about, again, I want to remember, okay, this one doesn't work with faces, is this one. I think let me bring my phone down so that this can really make sense, okay? So on this one, you will find the library, visiting friends, watering the garden, visiting relatives, Bible stories, walk with dad, a long drive, play board game, church, friends visit us, trampoline, watch YouTube, pick up litter, all that. And there is also this one here. Again, it talks about school, cooking, home, park, car, church, food, shopping, McDonald's, and so to narrow down these activities or daily routines, we have at the back of this chart, we have this section which says plan for the day. This is where we go now to the back and choose what day of the week it is today. Okay, so today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, the 4th of November. When Chris comes from school, he's going to pick up litter. He's going to be in the trampoline a little bit. And so we go to the back where it says plan of the day. When he comes back, these are the things that he knows. In the afternoon, we try to make sure that the tasks are just 2 or 3 important things that he's expected to do. So definitely you will help Mama to cook in the kitchen. You will also pick up litter. And you will go to the trampoline. And then we will do Bible stories. These are the demands for the day. This is what is demanded to do today. He can do anything else. Yet again, another visual tool, visual communication tool is a meal planner that you can use. I chose to delete what I'd put here just so that it's open-minded. It depends also on what already you are giving to your child. And as you put the meals here, what is going to have in the morning, what they're going to have if they are going to school, what they're going to have for school, what they're picking, it also helps them to remain stable, knowing that there is that predictability in what food they're going to eat. Just knowing that tonight I'm going to have rice and beans, it gives them that. The last visual that I want to talk about in this video is this visual about emotions, learning emotions. Remember, whether an individual have speech or not, they have emotions. And if they cannot express their emotions, that's how they end up boiling, they end up getting frustrated, they feel neglected, and they also feel misunderstood. And you can imagine, even you, an adult, even you, an individual. So I use this visual tool as a communication guideline as well, which helps me to keep supporting my child, Chris, about his emotional and self-awareness. Because it's very important when we talk about emotions, we are making it easier for the child to understand their emotions. We are also improving their self-awareness because we talk about what happened, where did it happen, and why, and how of their feelings. By asking them what they are feeling and where they feel it inside their body, why they think they are feeling that way, and how are they going to do, how are they going to solve that problem, or how are they going to express that feeling? Are they feeling angry? Are they feeling annoyed? And what are they going to do about it? So it does help us to make them aware and for them to understand that it's okay to be very angry. It's okay to be frustrated. But then we want to teach them that now that you are frustrated, what do we do about being frustrated? What is it that we can do to address that frustration so that it doesn't become harmful? So that is what is very, very important. We keep supporting them. So with this one, it's a workbook that I use to support my son. And I have even started using it even for my other children for emotional regulation. So they will take a sticker and if they feel annoyed, we put it on the annoyed section of the workbook. And we talk through what happened for you to be annoyed. What happened before that thing that annoyed you happened. And what can we do about? By doing that, we are also teaching our children, verbal or non-verbal, autistic or non-autistic. We are teaching them that it's very, very important to know that you are responsible for your own emotions. You need to control your emotions. When emotions happen, don't only say, they provoked me. They triggered me. Okay, they provoked you, they triggered you, but what did you do? Because at the end of the day, we're not going to be say, Chris got angry because so and so did this. We are going to say Chris got angry and could not control himself. So it's very important to have some tools. You might not have everything. In closing, this book is a very, it helps you deal with primary emotions, the anger, joy, fear. So this board, it's a weekly planner for the whole family. For him also to have that predictability. For him to know that life is predictable in terms of planning. So like this week on Monday, it was his birthday. And we put up this planner and he knew exactly. We had a detailed, again, plan in a different tool, which was explaining how exactly he's going to spend his birthday. And that had been planned way before. And he knew exactly what to expect. Then we will then put Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Thursday, because we are training him also to be responsible and be helpful in the house. He is responsible for helping with taking out bins, because our bins are collected every Friday. So we make sure that he knows that every Friday he's supposed to, every Thursday evening when he comes from school, before he goes to have his shower for bedtime, he must make sure the bins have been taken outside and they're ready for the bin truck on Friday morning. And then there is training. This is my training, it's not his training. If there's something important also happening with his siblings or parents, we explain to Chris so that he understands that, okay, Daddy this week he is busy with training on a Friday, so that he just manages his expectations. So this is one of the visual tools. And this one stays again on the notice board in the kitchen, somewhere in the kitchen where everyone can see the plans and everything. And then we have this one. This one is where it has got all the activities that Christopher does in a day. It has got all the activities.